Obi, what's going on? What's going on, Trash Cans? Welcome back to another episode with Trash Pumpkin. I am currently testing out the theory on the short form content versus long form content. We're going to see how this goes. All right, so it's up and ready. I have the stream ready to go. Got my face and everything ready. We will wait for more people to come in. Let me get everything out that we acquired this weekend because it's a good amount. It's a decent amount. It's not the most we've acquired, but it's a good amount. What's up, Tubi? How you been, bro? Long time no see. How are you? First time trying out the long form. Well, it's not the first time. We're trying out long form and short form. So we're seeing how that goes. Got that. One, two, three. Everything out of the box. We only got 2 slabs in. Well, technically we got 3. We got what is it? Let me make sure the microphone's working too. Yeah, microphone's working. How was your day, Kobe? Did you have a great, fantastic day? Tubi, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping in on our midweek madness insight, ARC market update, whatever we decide to call it. But as you see, we have a plethora of things that we've acquired. Some, like this, is relatively small stuff. This is the bigger stuff. So we have all that. What we're going to do is show breakdown first. I'm going to talk about that first. And then we will go into our new inventory. So for those of you that stopped by the stream during our extravaganza, our endeavors, we need bonus for players to start a playable EX, maybe a full art, then a couple of playable cards like items, sports that people play with a lot. To be honest with you, I don't know much about the playable card game, and it's not something that I've ever considered. Just because again, I don't know much about the playable card game. Okay, so if you play the game, is there a set cards that would make that work in the current format? All right, day at work. Well, Colby, tell us all about it. Why just an all right day at work? So yeah, we were at Mid Atlantic, both days, and Saturday was good. Sunday was good. And what I mean by good, right? We did have some good sales. We had some good people. We had some great times. We had some great giveaways. Overall, we had a really good time at the event. It was essentially the show. Mid Atlantic had 4 different rooms. You had the main room with sports. You had the back TCG room, the middle TCG room, and then the upstairs TCG room. We were in the upstairs TCG room, and we had a good show. I can't really complain. Like I said, it was good. It was good, right? Like we did really, really well overall in the grand scheme of things, but it was good. Oh, excuse me. With that being said, we did overall have a great time. We vended next to Andrew. Michael did vend downstairs Sunday. He was busy with Bernie Saturday, and they had date night or date day and everything like that. This weekend, we'll be at our original stomping ground. So this weekend marks our 1 year vending anniversary. Not the exact year to date, but we're actually not only going back to where we started, but we're going back to the show that we started at last year. So we're going to Westminster Town Mall. A lot of nostalgia there. It is a Pokemon or TCG only show. And so we're looking to go back there. Michael will not be joining us there. He will be at JJo's in Baltimore. And then we will be together in Minted. So we will be back together Minted and then be together for every show for the future of all time. Not really, but just in that big sense. We also do have some more news. We did officially sign up, and I did share this last week on Monday. We have been accepted into Beltway's content creator program. It will be advertised as one of their content creators or the Rising Content Creator program with them, which is super awesome, and I'm really honored to be doing that with them. But we've been working with Brian and Yash for some time, and even have vended with them multiple times. So I'm glad that relationship is developing as well. Overall takeaway, unfortunately, for Mid-Atlantic, we will not be able to do another Mid-Atlantic show, not because we don't want to, but genuinely because we just don't have a venue space or day available to do that. So, yeah. Now, we are hoping to maybe branch down into North Carolina for a show. We still are waiting to hear back from that. And then we're also going to potentially pay for the show this weekend for Baltimore. So lots of big news, big stuff like that. So that is pretty much the show in its entirety. The spot was okay. The person that was next to us on Saturday genuinely did not like us, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, that is a rough one, Colby. I am very sorry. Colby, what do you do for work? Are you in construction, or I'm assuming that's construction. Any $10,000 cards? No, my most expensive card will be here. What it'll be? It'll be here Saturday, potentially, or Sunday, and then I will have a $10,000 card. The most expensive raw card I have is a Scarlet Violet promo Pikachu and Cramorant duo. Pikachu goes for like 1.6 ish. Haven't looked at the market since last weekend, but that's what it was last weekend. So, yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't want a $10,000 raw card. I would be okay if it was slabs. So, I mean, technically I own it. I just don't have it in my possession. So take that as you will. But yeah, we do have en route to us a $10,000 slab, which we will advertise during our next week's inventory update / not. So we have 5-6 stacks. We're gonna go through the non-top loaded stack first, just because that'll be the easiest thing, and then we'll do no specific order, just do that. So Dragon Point Medias, of course, more, but that's just playable EX cards, and for items you could do Night Stretcher, Ultra Ball, etc. So the items you could add in there as well. It's just an Asuna and whatnot. Thought it was cool. So people usually like have EXs and tools and trainers and stuff like that that they donate to me. Thank you so much, Graham, for the new subscription, man. Welcome to the Trash family. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. But with that being said, what if we put it together in a giveaway to players, like at shows, instead of trying to sell it? You know, if we get them in donations, we can piece them together and then create like playable packs for people. If you could just, if you could, as a player, because I don't play, like, I've played the online game. If you could, like, the most affordable ideal situation, if you could send me a list like on Instagram so I can have something to go off of, and then I can kind of do it that way. Appreciate you, yeah, because like I said, I could just put stuff in a deck, and I'm not gonna know what the ideal situation is. But if I get a bunch of EX cards donated to me and do that, then I'll be able to have a better understanding. I can't wait to see him too. No, I'm just kidding. I genuinely forget what I purchased during weekends. So like I have no idea what is in the stack. I remember some stuff that I got, but there's other stuff that I have no idea what I got. So starting off, like I said, we're gonna start with the raw cards and go from there. You'll see a lot of like Black Bolt. Saturday, you want me to bring you food? That'll be up to you, Nico. I'm never opposed to a good time. Um, so a lot of this stuff is from a Black Bolt White Flare master set that we purchased off of a gentleman whose friend unexpectedly passed away. They needed money for the funeral and stuff like that. So that's where we got all the White Flare. Terrible circumstances, but we did get the cards for him. It was somebody that we had done business with in the past, but we had to take everything, and there was some lower end stuff and a lot of higher end stuff. So we met in the middle on a price and gave him cash. Work for the city. I drive a paint truck in the summertime. We paint the streets and have two guys on the back yelling the white lines. That sounds like a very, not like easy job, but that sounds like one of those like push jobs that can be a lot of work, but sometimes you just have a really nice day. We have Cottony, Shuckle. We have the Caterpie, Palafin, Gotharita, Palafin, Klotzer, times 2. We have a Snorlax, Quoobat. I actually did not know this was a card. Scrafty, Heatmore, Roll Scraggy. My best Scooby-Doo impression. Deano, Litwick, Zorora, Galvantula, Furret. Wintertime, we print and replace signs like stop signs, street signs, etc. We make all sorts of custom signs. Damn, you are just straight cooking. We have Archeops, a sealed Tornadus, which we'll be opening up, a sealed Bulbasaur, which we will not be opening up. The Bulbasaur is good sealed. The other one's not good sealed. Arts and crafts is what we call it. We used to have arts and crafts time in the military, to be honest with you. Oshawott. That was not a. There's a funny story behind that, but I don't think you guys want to hear that. Roaring Moon EX. Completely forgot that this was even in here. I don't even know what condition this is in. Should probably check. Oh, that is. I will not complain on that. That is very nice. Very nice. Noibat. Noibat number 2. Herdier. Private video tomorrow of the printing stuff. That'd be actually pretty cool, Colby. Not to lie to you. No, we when I was deployed on my second deployment, We used to have arts and crafts time until um, until somebody didn't listen. I will say that somebody was not listening, and yeah, Roaring Moon SR is still quite possibly an underrated card. I mean, like price wise, it's still relatively affordable, is it not? We have Pat Rat, Zorork, another Zorora, Sigilyph, Swoobat, call him Swolebat, Chandelure, Liepard, Pignite, Stunfisk, Shelmet, Joltik, another Tornadus, Roggenrola, Watchdog, Pawmi, Mega Kangaskhan, nice ultra rare. We have Elgin, Houndstone, Mischief, Slakoth, Shed Ninja, it's a ninja. Lillipup, that is an adorable card right there. Semi-Seer, Asselgore, Tepig, it's a cute pig, Zeb Strika, Mandibuzz, Basculin, Vullaby, Swadloon, Togedemaru, Nimble, Dedenne, Yamper, and Piplup. Piplup's a hot one. Yeah, we can. I was using it Saturday as well, but yes, it'll fit Sunday. Do we want the setup the same as we normally do? Me, you, Jennifer. We have Vanillix, Meanfu, Swaddle, another Patrat, Gothita, Panseer, Litwick, Boldore, Duwat, Confagris, Strudel, and Embor. Oh, so I have to suffer. Well, that's some shit. Why do I have to suffer? 703 doesn't even like me. All right, fat sack, all top loaded. No idea what's inside of this. There are some really like fire cards in here. I hate you. Maractus, Lilligant, Semi-Sage, Snivy. If somebody's master setting Black Bolt or White Flare, I'd definitely have them this weekend. Pansage, Petitlo, Panpour, Darmanitan, Fungus. There it is. That's a spicy meatball right there. Got the red Victini from White Flare. The red Victini from Black Bolt. Spicy meatballs. We have the Zekrom. The spicy Zekrom. My hand's tired from holding all the weight. Ends Plan. Genesect EX. Melata EX. Superior EX. We have Victini promo. Times Deuce. Espeon and Umbreon EX promos. The Metal Mew from 151. No, he'll be with us. We'll be together in Minted, but he'll be he'll be in Baltimore. Yeah, you won't see him Sunday or Saturday. Reshiram, Hydreigon, one of the most expensive illustrationers on the market, the old Samurott, Marshadow, Krokorok, Zorora. Did not know this was in there. Beautiful Misty's Determination. One of the most sought after trainers and an absolutely stunning card. Very clean condition. Very nice. I like it a lot. Darumaka, Semi-Sage, and Volcarona. What's the Misty at? Do you need the Misty? Or does the wife need the Misty? What are we? I will say hi. He's literally in the chat, Michael. What am I saying hi to him for? You can say hi to him right now. Oh, do you want another one? Another Darumaka in person. Oh, I would definitely say hi to Nico in person. The Misty's trainer, it's that one, and the Starmie are really good, and then the Jesse and James are really good as well. Darumaka. Oh, a wild mama panda. Wait, bring the baby. He wants to say hi. We have a special guest coming into the stream. It's a baby. You don't like it, do you? You don't like it, do you? That's my face. Oh, it's in my mouth. Colby says hi.
Hi, Colby.
Baby Matthew right here. The old thickums. All right. Mama says bedtime.
Hi, guys.
Bye-bye. All right. And we're back. Special guest departing. All right. We said Darumaka. It's a Carablast. Amoonguss. Larvesta. Semi-Poor. Cryogonal. Caracosta. Clink. Clang. Should have been a clunk. Clink, clang, clunk. Scolipede. Another Krokorok. Whirlipede. Crustle. Dweeble. Golurk. Golett. Timber. And Beheum. Beheum. All right, what's in this stack? Oh, we got a cute card. Some really adorable cards in the Black Bolt White Flare series. We have Cincino. Unfizant. It's a bird. It's a plane. Tranquil. Mincino. Adino. Oh, it's one of the crochet Pokemon. Very nice. Pidove. Venipede. Larvesta. Gudurr. Sandile. Another Elgum. Mashurana. Duosion. I forgot, like, between, like, this one kind of looks like the promo, but it's not the promo. We have Muna. Colossus, or the Booger Mew. For those of you that don't know. Electros. Emolga. Did not know that there was even Emolga in the set. Time Pool. And Tortuga. All I need is a Captain Jack Sparrow to go to Tortuga. Alright, so we're done with all of these. We're into this stack right here. No idea what's in this stack. We have Fusion Strike Trainer, question mark, Adaman, Gita, Jack of all trades, Poppy. Believe it or not, like these special illustration rares are a grand total of like $3 each. They're not expensive. We have an art rare, Mega Dream, Lost Vacuum, Box of Disaster, Giggity, Beach Court. That's from Paradox Rift, actually. Volo. You guys seen it? Who, Logan Paul? Fantina. Sharon's Care and a Lipard. Didn't know that was even in the photo. Kaboo. Roxanne. ×2. I wish I had the voice to do like the Roxanne from the song. Rabska. Eridos. Heliotile. Palmet. And Bennett. The Galarian Gallery stuff is fire. We have more. Let There Be Light. All right, we have Swablu. Beautiful card. If you guys aren't familiar with the Galarian Gallery, this is some of the most beautiful artwork that is out there. Relatively still affordable, and by affordable I mean most of these cards run between like $2 and $5, and they actually make scene pages, which is really cool. So we have the Swablu, Magnezone. This is not a part of it. The Delphox. It's a Foxy Fox. Parasect. ×2. We have Paris. Toxtricity. This is Andrew's favorite card. If you guys ever see us in a show and you see Zeus Collectibles, you make sure that you tell him that Beedrill is his favorite card. In Mario Kart World for the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, that's true. Charizard kind of like wins every argument and conversation for the most part, even in Pocket Monsters, so it's not far off. Another art rare. A third art rare. A fourth art rare. Still a beautiful card, though. You have a Rainbow Colorless Experiment. My wife said that she could beat me in Mario Kart and then proceeded to lose aggressively. Collapsed Stadium. Roserade. I actually haven't seen this one. That's pretty cool. Duskull. Manaphy. Chandelure. ×2. Gudra. Voltorb. ×2. Toxtricity. ×2. And a Garganackle. Very nice. We are still saving all of these Ashes Pikachus for Collecticon, by the way. We haven't forgotten about them. We just want to save them for that. Alright, so the next batch of stuff is all things not part of that collection. So wait, let me finish. Well, some of it was from the collection, some of it was from Trevor. All of this other stuff is going to be like lower end, relatively cheap binder stuff. Average price of these is going to be like $2. A lot of V's and stuff like that. So, Wild, Setatan, Zorora, Duraludon, Rourke, Giratina, Pidgeot, Berserker, it's an Angry Cat, Rotom. A lot of stuff we'll use. So we'll probably just end up putting it in our giveaway binder for kids, like the V's and stuff like that. Just it's easier that way. Ida Ultra Rare, Crispin, Transfer, Amorous, Brassius, Judge, a lot of Ultra Rares. I know this one's played. The Ultra Rares played. And then Daisy's Help from 151. Salvatore is not played. Larry, Delphox, Grand Tree, no idea. The A specs are all for play, and not a fan of playable cards in Pokemans. Crystal, Drum, Metacham, Tapu, Golisopod, Great Tusk, Hydrapple, Zacian, Rhyme, Breeders Nurturing, no idea where that's from, and a Zacian. Like I said, those are all smaller stuff, nothing too crazy there. And then the rest of this is going to be new stuff that we got. Some binder stuff, but otherwise, like a lot of is like where the rest of our big stuff is. So we have a Zorora. This is the regular Mew, not the metal. So we have the metal Mew and the regular Mew for 151. This is upside down. We have the Raikou V. The dogs are always really good. So Raikou, Suicune, Entei V, all those are solid pickups. Charmander. So apparently at the show this weekend, I had the lowest price, and people were charging $5 to $10 over market for this card. I have no idea why, but it's already expensive. Like I had it at $70. People, the couple was like, yeah, it's 75 to 80. People is what people are charging, which is insane to me. Charizard VMAX, and then we did get the gold Phantasmal Flames Charizard. So like I said, we do have some like massive singles that we did pick up this weekend in trade and purchasing. Plus the Charizard VMAX is like $120. So awesome pickups there. Bellybolt, Crobat, Drayton Prismatic Special Illustration. This is only like $10, $15 if that. Baby Joltik, Marshadow. We did get these, so we got 3 of the Mega Dream Psyducks just because they're really hard to find, and Psyduck is a really popular Pokemon, so we wanted to pick them up since this is like a pretty common card we're asked about. And overall cost-wise, I think they're like $16 market, so nothing too crazy there. And then we did pick up, against our better nature, we did pick up 3 of the new Mimikyus, just because Mimikyu is so collected. And Trevor did express that he wants one for his significant other, so we're actually going to set one of these aside to bring with us. I just don't know if the other 2 are going to make the cut to go out into a binder or on the table. We have the Blastoise and Piplup GX. So the funny part about this card is the guy that sold us this card actually bought the card from us. So this is the same card that we owned like last year at JM's Garage. So he ended up trading this back to us because he ended up getting it in a 10 from somebody for a really good price. So came full circle. We have the Meowth, the Paldean Fates Pikachu, the Japanese Nidoking, and Dragonair. I actually forget where I got these. Believe it or not, these are not overly expensive. Especially the Nidoking. The Nidoking is not anything to brag about whatsoever. All right. So we have the we got this because it's like one of those cute cards. It's not overly expensive. It's only like $4, but it's a kid dressed in an Eevee outfit. So good binder card for people that like Eevee. The Japanese Dragapult, Sunflora, the Gold Dragonite EX. I totally forgot that we got this. You have to be really careful with some of the gold cards because they can hide creases really well. And like I've been known to miss things at shows. I did have this at light play though, so there is some whitening at the top of the card. But the front's really clean. That's the important part. Centering's really good. If there wasn't whitening, like this would be a good gradable contender. What's up, Nicholas? Welcome in. Executor from Surging. Okay, so this is the Pokeball from Celebrations, and it's actually still sealed. It won't grade strong. As you can see, the centering is like really off center. The QC is not very good in Celebrations, but a still sealed Pokeball is really good. It's kind of like the Bulbasaur. Individually, if they're not sealed, people like and collect sealed promos, so I'll keep that sealed. We have the Kingdra from Trainer Gallery, Birthday Pikachu from Celebrations, Riolu, Absol, Calyrex. These are actually the trainer guys. These are only like $6 each. Pokemon Day Pikachu. I have no idea where I got this from, by the way. That's a great question. I actually don't know, Colby. For the most part, when it comes to like sealed promos, let me see. Pokey. What's the number on it? That's the easiest way to look. So for those of you that don't know about searching Sword and Shield, which is the era, entering the numbers is the easiest way to do it. Not that expensive at all. 1848 market. Near mint, lowest listed, 1848, and then so like $20 sealed, 21 sealed would be market. But I would if you wanted to pick it up, I would hook you up. Just let me know. Not overly expensive whatsoever. That the only reason I took it was because it was sealed though. I don't know. I know this came out of the 30th anniversary, so this is the new 30th anniversary for Celebration. So this is the next generation of Celebrations coming out. But this came out of a promo box. The Mega Latias, regular Bulbasaur, which we did not want to get. We did get the Articuno, so we have one that's that's MP, and then we have this one. So not really sure what we're gonna do with the MP one, but hopefully somebody comes along and wants it for a binder copy. The Hidden Fates era is really, really good. I got you, Colby. So we have the we had the Raikou, and then we have the Suicune V, Superior V. This is the Sword and Shield Pikachu VMAX from Celebrations. And the Raikou, another Raikou. So now we just need the Entei, and we have all three dogs. But having this is pretty cool. We did get the Starmie V as part of that trade that we made. From Pluto, off center, but overall like a really clean copy of the card. A lot of people collect this for the binder, so it's kind of like goes in with the Misty's Determination. So we'll actually put these out next to each other because they go hand in hand. Articuno, Houndoom. I think we have like 4 copies of Cleffa, but yeah, Litwick, Snivy, Dawn, Mega Lucario. So during Mid-Atlantic, there were kids that were doing trade-up challenges, so we ended up trading this away, and then he ended up coming back and trading it back to us. So this is our same Mega Lucario that we got last week. Curlia, Arceus, and the Gold Crobat. And then our last cards are nothing crazy. Oh, I lied. The Mega Lucario from Mega Evolutions, Stamped Pikachu, and so it's still sealed Pikachu. So this is the Scarlet Violet 027, which has the starters on it. So it's Pikachu, Fuecoco, Sprigatito, and Quaxley on it. And then we have another sealed Bulbasaur. I will only, now I'm not speaking for other vendors, but I will only take this in if it's sealed, just because people like to collect sealed promos. So we have that. Now, I did take in 3 things that I think are pretty cool. And I left them as is so we can kind of talk about this. So I have the Meowscarada, like whole Sprigatito line, the Fuecoco line, and the Quaxley line, all in the displays that they come in. Shit, I just don't have the stands that go with the displays. But I was thinking if we get like a Sprigatito collector, or we get like a Quaxley collector, or like a Fuecoco collector this weekend, that we just actually give these away to kids as like giveaways. Market total I think for these is like $26 in total. The Sprigatito is like the expensive card promo. That's like $5. But these are from the Paldean Fates collections. Like I said, the only thing I don't have is the stands, unfortunately. So I am gonna. That was my thoughts. I want you guys to tell me what you guys think, whether that's a good idea or not. Um, for us to do that for the kids. That was my thought for the giveaway. Because this way, like, because we do get collectors and that collect. Now we did take in, so I know we don't do sports on the channel, but we actually took in 4 sports cards, and as the Super Bowl's coming up and stuff like that. But the reason being is because the guy was just, I don't know. I do sports on the side as like something fun. Definitely the kids that care about Pokemon. Oh yeah, for sure, I can do that. But I know this isn't TCG, but I did get in a Baltimore Ravens, Kyle Hamilton out of 49, a Patrick Willis on card auto out of 15, a George Kittle out of 499, and then a Caleb Williams rookie card. This is out of 25, which is super big for him. So, again, I know that we don't do sports, but now that completes everything that we took in this weekend. Like I said, we did get 2 new slabs in, and it's the Greninja EX and the Kingdra EX from Shrouded Fable. We did make our biggest purchase yet for slabs, and we do have a very expensive slab that's on the way to us, and we'll have that for you next week. But that'll be my most expensive slab that I've ever owned. And it is worth more than 5,000, so it's worth a lot. So I think it'll be pretty cool to look forward to next week. And yeah, the game plan for this weekend is we're kind of like prepping aggressively for Collecticon and trying to be as aggressive as possible with getting better inventory and stuff, things that people are looking for, because we are going to Fort Lauderdale at the end of the month for Collecticon. So we are trying to do that as get ready for that as much as possible. So that is the goal there. But yeah. Does anybody have any questions about this weekend, what we picked up, what our game plan is for this weekend, or for like this past weekend, what we picked up, anything like that? And yes, Nico, I still have your Altaria. It's literally right next to me. But yeah, we will price everything out. You guys can come check us out in the Discord. We do live stream to Discord whenever we're pricing stuff. You guys can hang out with us, but we'll price everything out Friday. And then other than that, we'll be just chilling. Oh, excuse me. But that is all of our inventory. That is everything that we acquired. Thoughts, comments, questions, concerns, goals for this weekend. Trevor's going to be doing something really cool, by the way, for us on Saturday. So stay tuned for that as well. And hint, hint, we might be opening up a bunch of stuff. So, but if nobody has anything else for me, that'll be the conclusion of our fantastic adventure together. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening. Be safe. Don't be too sleazy. We'll be live 8:45 a.m. And we have a really cool video coming out for you guys tomorrow. Deuces, y'all. Be safe. And we'll see you then. Bye.